All right, so starting from seated position on the mat, and just before we do anything, just adding a little bit of movement, stretching the legs, tapping the back of the knees on the ground, circling the feet, just releasing, warming up, and then crossing the legs, coming to seated position, maybe gently rocking from side to side, just finding that contact with the mat. Then adding a bit of motion of the arms, circling the shoulders, just warming up the shoulders, maybe shrugging the shoulders to the ears. Then bringing the hands on the knees, circling the head from side to side, just warming up the neck. And then when you're done, bringing the hands on top of the knees, palms facing up or down, and closing the eyes. Taking the next few moments to allow yourself to arrive in the practice. Taking one big inhale through the nose. Releasing a big sigh through the mouth. Sending a signal to the mind and to the body that it's now time to settle down. Allowing the thoughts to slow down. And creating space in the body, creating stillness. Shifting the awareness from the outside to the inside. Noticing the breath and noticing the journey taken by the air through the body. Starting at the nose, entering through the nostrils. Noticing the sensation of the air inside the nostrils, maybe the temperature, maybe the sensation of flow. And then following the journey of the air through the back of the throat, entering the lungs, noticing the chest, maybe gently lifting up with the inhale, and slowly coming down with the exhale. And taking a moment to observe if there's any tension held there in the chest, just allowing this tension to melt away. And on the next inhale, as the air comes into the lungs, pushing the air all the way down, and see if perhaps the tummy can start lifting up with the inhale, and gently coming back down with the exhale. And maybe already engaging the Ujjayi breath, creating the sound with the breath with each cycle. Inhale, lifting the tummy. Exhale, relaxing the tummy down. Routing the breath through the tummy. Now shifting the awareness to the body, listening in for any sensation sent by the body to the brain, starting with the toes, maybe gently wriggling the toes, becoming aware of each individual toe. And then noticing sensation in the side of the feet, in contact with the ground, the ankles, the calves, the shins. Noticing any sensation in the knees, becoming aware of the hands resting on top of the knees, becoming aware of the sensation of pressure of the hands, maybe a sensation of heaviness of the arms. And then traveling up around the thighs, noticing any sensations there, noticing sensation in the hips, in the sitting bone in contact with the mat. And observing the heaviness of the body rooting in through the mat. Traveling to the back, starting at the base of the spine, noticing any sensations there. And then slowly going up the spine, as if coming up a ladder, one vertebra at a time, becoming aware of any sensations there. And perhaps noticing little movements of the muscles, almost adjusting as if the spine was growing longer, taller. Becoming aware of any sensation around the shoulder blades, around the back of the rib cage. Noticing the movement created by the breath. Traveling to the front, starting at the navel, becoming aware of any sensations there. And traveling up the chest, observing any sensation around the chest, around the shoulders, around the neck. Becoming aware of the space around the neck, between the head and the shoulders. And once again, noticing as if the neck was growing taller, as if the head was lifting a little bit higher. Now bringing the awareness to the head and the face, maybe relaxing the muscles around the face, softening the muscles there. Noticing the skin as if spreading, taking in more space. And then finally, taking in the whole of the body, visualizing the body sitting down on the mat, rooting through the mat, in contact with the ground, connecting with the universe, feeling heavy, and perhaps at the same time, noticing as if the body had started to lift, hovering around the ground, feeling light. Before we start the practice, formulating an intent for our class. And since today we're dedicating this class to energy, creating energy or transforming energy, connecting to the energy of the universe, taking a moment to recognize our own energy. Is it a negative type of energy fueled by fear, anxiety, worry? Or is it a positive energy fueled in by hope, love, kindness? And taking a moment to recognize that and making sure we dedicate today's class to transforming this energy to a positive energy. Now slowly opening the eyes, keeping a soft gaze as we bring movement to the breath. Inhale, lifting the arms to the ceiling, clasping the hands, pushing the palms up, creating a long stretch. Exhale, releasing the arms down. Inhale, arms to the ceiling, looking up. Exhale, folding forward, hands on the floor. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, looking up. Exhale, down, hands on the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting the chest, right arm goes up this time. Exhale, tipping to the left. Inhale, center, left arm goes up. Exhale, tipping to the side, face turns towards the ceiling. Inhale, back to the center, right arm goes up. Exhale, tipping to the left, looking up. Inhale, back to the center, left arm up. Exhale, tipping to the right. Inhale, back to the center, lifting both arms up. Exhale, twisting to the right, right arm behind, left hand on your knee, helping the twist. Inhale, back to the center, both arms up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, back to the center, both arms up. Exhale, tipping to the right. Inhale, back to the center, both arms up. Exhale, twisting to the left. On the next inhale, back to the center, lifting both arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hands on the floor, spending the next few breaths here. Scanning the body, listening in for any sensation in the hips, in the lower back. Nice long breath. And adding a little bit of movement, so gently rocking the chest from left to right. Imagine you're trying to bring the armpit towards the knee, one side at a time, maybe bringing the hands lifted on the fingertips here. Nice long breath. On the next inhale, lifting the chest, gently stretching the legs, releasing the knees, adding a little bit of movement, tapping the back of the knees on the ground, and then bending the legs, bringing the feet on either side of the mat. There's a little bit, quite a bit of space between the feet. Back is nice and straight. Nice inhale here. Exhale, pivoting to the left. Adjusting the legs so that you are 90 degrees angles with each leg, chest turned towards the left leg. Inhale here, exhale, folding forward, chest towards the ground. Inhale, chest up, your hands can rest on your leg, maybe on the floor. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale up, bringing the left hand on the side of your body here. Inhale, lifting the right arm up. Exhale, going all the way to the left side. So stretching the right side, pushing the hand towards the left. Inhale, right arm to the side on the right side, opening here. Exhale, circling all the way to the left. Inhale, opening the right arm to the right. Exhale, turning to the left. Inhale, traveling all the way back to the center, readjusting. Back is nice and straight. One big inhale here. Exhale, pivoting to the left, to the right, sorry, going to the other side, adjusting the legs, hands resting on your right leg. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, down. On the next inhale, chest up, right hand to the side. One breath here, inhale, opening the left arm to the left side here. Exhale, circling the left arm, going all the way to the right side. Inhale, left arm open to the left. Exhale, circling all the way. Inhale, opening. Exhale, circling all the way, pushing to the right. Inhale, coming back to the center. Gently release the legs, adding a little bit of movement for the legs. Crossing the legs, rocking forward. Coming onto all four. Feel free to add padding to protect the knees. And then coming onto tabletop, all four, hands underneath the shoulders. Ready for a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, dropping the tummy, arching the back, looking ahead. Exhale, starting by tucking the pelvis in, rounding up the back all the way to the shoulders, chin close to the chest. Inhale, dropping the tummy, looking ahead. Exhale, arching the back, rounding up the back. Sorry, rounding up the back. Inhale, dropping the tummy, looking ahead. Exhale, rounding up the back, adding a bit of movement here, rocking back and forth, keeping the back rounded. Inhale, dropping the tummy. Exhale, rounding up the back. Inhale, dropping the tummy, looking ahead. Exhale, rounding up the back. A bit of rocking motion. Inhale, dropping the tummy. Exhale, rounding up the back. This time bringing the hips all the way to the heels. Coming into child's pose for a few moments. Nice long breath. Feel free to widen the space between the knees to allow the tummy to drop. Maybe reaching the forehead onto the ground and bringing the arms alongside the legs. Balasana. Just a few breaths here. Allowing the shoulders to feel heavier and fall towards the ground. And on the next inhale, slowly coming back up, sitting on the heels for a moment, removing the pads, back onto all four, tucking the toes under, ready to lift. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And feel free to bend one knee at a time here, just waking up the back of the legs, stretching the hamstrings, creating space. So as you bend one knee, pushing the heel on the opposite side towards the ground. Nice long breath here. And then finding stillness in downward facing dog, making sure the hands and the fingers are spread out. Big toes pointing towards each other. The heels don't have to touch the ground. Maybe your knees are a little bit bent as well to keep the back nice and straight. And bringing the awareness to our energy. Feeling this energy traveling from the palm of the hands all the way up to the top of the sacrum. And then starting through the feet, through the sole of the feet, traveling up the legs. Almost as if those two lines of energy were meeting at the top. Noticing the hands in contact with the ground, the skin of the palm of the hands, the skin of the sole of the feet, almost becoming warm. On the next exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhale, stepping the feet to the front of the mat, coming into halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms to the ceiling, looking up. Exhale, releasing the arms down. The best way for us to ignite our energy is a few through cycles of sun salutation. Starting feet together, top of the mat. Inhale, lifting the arms to the ceiling, looking up. Exhale, folding forward, hinging up at the hips. You can bend the knees if you need. Inhale, halfway lift, back parallel to the mat. Exhale, hands on the floor. Stepping the feet to the back of the mat, coming into high plank. One breath. As you next exhale, you can bring the knees down first, and then lowering the rest of the body in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, high cobra, looking ahead. Exhale, back onto all four, tucking the toes under. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. One or two breaths here. Exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhale, feet to the front of the mat, coming into halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward, bend the knees if you need. Inhale, chest up, arms towards the ceiling, looking up. Exhale, releasing the arms down. Inhale, arms to the ceiling, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, back parallel to the mat. Exhale, hands on the mat, feet to the back of the mat, high plank. One breath here. On the next exhale, you can bring the knees down first, and then lowering yourself down in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking ahead. Exhale, coming onto all four. Inhale, lifting the hips to the ceiling, back into downward facing dog. Nice long breath. Feeling the warmth being created. Exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhale, feet to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting the chest, arms towards the ceiling, looking up. Exhale, folding forward, going all the way back down. Bend the knees if you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the floor, stepping the feet to the back of the mat, high plank. Exhale, you can bring the knees down first, and then lowering yourself down in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking ahead, high cobra. Exhale, back onto all four. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, Back into downward facing dog. Nice long breath. On the next exhale, bringing the knees back down, big toes together, widening the knees, and then slowly coming back down into child's pose. Just allowing ourselves a little moment here to reconnect with the breath. As you next inhale, walking the hands towards you, bring the knees together, sitting on the heels. Just taking a moment, releasing the arms, maybe opening, closing the hands, circling the wrists. Nice long breath, getting ready for a few more rounds of downward facing dog. Back onto all four, tucking the toes under. Inhale, hips to the ceiling. Downward facing dog for 1 or 2 breaths. On the next inhale, lifting the right leg up. Exhale, bringing the right foot all the way to the front between your hands. Feel free to grab onto the ankle. Gently bring the feet between the hands. Lift it on the toes of the back foot. When you're ready, inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms. High lunge. Exhale, opening to the left, arms on either side. Inhale, back to the center, arms lifted. Exhale, twisting to the right, opening the arms on either side. Inhale, back to the center, arm lifted. Exhale, releasing the arms to the side of the body. Ready to step forward. Inhale, big push. Coming onto the front here, lifting the left knee to the front. Hands in prayer pose if you want. Exhale, crossing the left leg over the right. Bending that supporting leg for a moment. Big inhale. Exhale, see if perhaps you can fold forward a little bit. Figure 4. Inhale, standing back up, left knee lifted if you can. Exhale, pivoting the body to the front and sending the left foot to the back. Exhale, left foot finds the floor, back into high lunge. Inhale, lifting the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, folding forward, bringing the hands on the mat. Framing your right foot and then stepping the right foot to the back of the mat, high plank. Exhale, you can release the knees first and then lowering yourself down in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, high cobra. Exhale, back onto all 4. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Ready to do the same on the other side. When you're ready, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bringing the left foot to the front. You can grab it by the ankle, bring it to the middle. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, high lunge. Exhale, opening to the right, arms on either side. Inhale, back to the center, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, twisting to the left, arms on either side. Inhale, back to the center, arm lifted. Exhale, releasing the arms to the side of the body, ready for a big push. Inhale, swinging the arms forward, coming to the front, right knee lifted. Exhale, crossing the right leg over the left, hands in prayer pose. Exhale, slowly folding forward, figure 4 on the other side, back is nice and straight. Inhale, slowly lifting back, right knee to the front. Exhale, gently bringing the chest forward, sending the right foot to the back, and then releasing the right foot to the floor. Front leg is bent. Inhale, lifting the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, bringing the hands on the floor, framing your left foot, sending the left foot to the back of the mat, high plank. Exhale, you can release the knees down first, and then lowering yourself down in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking ahead. Exhale, back onto all 4. Big toes together, widening the space between the knees, and slowly releasing the chest towards the mat. Back into child's pose, balasana, just for a moment.
taking a moment to notice the energy flowing through the body, maybe feeling warm, maybe feeling a little bit out of breath. Nice long breath.
Lifting back onto all four, tucking the toes under. So making sure the hands are really rooted on the ground. As you next inhale, hovering the knees over the ground. So squeezing the tummy. One breath here on the next inhale, pushing the hips towards the ceiling, back into downward facing dog. On the next exhale, walking the hands towards you, bend the knees until the tummy can rest on the thighs. Inhale, swinging the arms forward, lifting all the way back to standing position. Exhale, bend the knees, folding forward, sending the arms all the way to the back, maybe letting go of a big sigh. Inhale, swing the arms up, coming back to standing, arms towards the ceiling. Exhale down, big sigh out. Inhale, lift and stretch. Exhale down, big sigh out. Inhale, lift and stretch. Exhale down. Inhale, lift and stretch. Exhale, bend. Big sigh out. Inhale, lift and stretch. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, lifting the body, lifting the chest, arms to the ceiling. On the next exhale, bend the knees, bringing the hands back onto the ground. And as you inhale, walking the hands back to the front, back into downward facing dog. Nice long breath. Exhale, bend the knees, lowering the knees towards the ground, but still hovering. Hovering around above the ground. Tabletop here, just 1 or 2 breaths. Exhale, slowly release the knees. Coming to seated position. Sitting on your heels, nice long breath. Maybe adding a bit of movement for the arms. Back onto all four, tucking the toes under. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. 1 or 2 breaths here. On the next inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, bringing the right foot all the way to the front, maybe to the right side of your right hand. Ready to pivot the left foot, slowly lifting the chest. And then coming to standing position here, right foot pointing forward, left foot parallel to the short side of your mat. The right foot in alignment with your left heel, the hips and the shoulders pointing to the left. Inhale, arms on either side. Exhale, bending the front left knee, coming into warrior 2. Spending a few breaths here. So making sure the right knee isn't collapsing in, is right above your ankle. Face down towards the front, looking at the fingertips of your hands at the front, right hand. Nice long breath, feeling the energy traveling through the feet, up the legs, up the chest, traveling through the arms. The arms are really strong, really active, just like 2 swords. Making sure the shoulders are rolled away, so not stuck up here. Just crunch around the neck, there's space here. Nice long breath. On the next inhale, stretching the front leg. Exhale, reaching forward with your right arm and then slowly pivoting the body. Right hand can find the right leg. You can give some support here, maybe bringing the hands on your chin. Maybe you can go all the way down to touch the floor. Left arm lifted towards the ceiling. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Nice long breath here. On the next exhale, pivoting the body to face the mat, bringing the hands around your front foot, left foot comes back onto
the toes. One breath here as you exhale, sending the right foot to the back of the mat, high plank. Exhale, knees down if you want, and then lowering the rest of the body in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking ahead, high cobra. Exhale, back onto all four. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Ready for the other side. Inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the front. Starting to pivot the back foot, lifting the chest, and then making sure we're in a good position. Left foot pointing forward, right foot parallel to the short side of the mat, hips and shoulders pointing sideways. Inhale, lifting the arms on the other side. Exhale, bending the front leg. Warrior two, once again, checking the front knee, making sure the chest isn't leaning forward, so the shoulders are right above the hips. And once again, taking a moment to connect with the energy, feeling the heat and the fire through the sole of the feet, traveling through the legs, up the chest, all the way through the arms. Arms are really strong. Nice long breath here, feeling strong, in power, in control. We can face anything. Inhale, stretching the front leg. Exhale, reaching forward with the left arm and then pivoting the body. Left hand can find the leg, right arm pointing towards the ceiling. Trikonasana on the other side. Nice long breath. Your gaze can either look down towards the floor or maybe very gently turning the head to look at the ceiling. On the next exhale, pivoting the body so you're facing the floor once again. Hands framing your left foot, pivoting the back foot to be on the toes. Sending the left foot to the back of the mat, coming back into high plank. One breath here. On the next exhale, you can bring the knees down first and then lowering yourself down in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking ahead. Exhale, back onto all four. Big toes together, bring a block with you underneath your head if you want. Opening the knees a little bit wider and then slowly releasing back down. Back into Balasana, child's pose. Once again, taking a moment to check in, connect with the breath, and notice any sensations. Notice the level of energy. Is it up? Is it down? Is it a different type of energy? Just being kind to ourselves. On the next inhale, back onto all four. Tucking the toes under. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, coming into downward facing dog. And finding that shape as we're going to move from down dog to high plank. So you may need to bring the hands and the feet a little bit more apart. When you're ready, inhale here. One big breath. Exhale, pivoting the body, coming into high plank, pushing the mat away. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, pushing the hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog, just for 1 or 2 breaths. On the next exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhale, stepping the right feet to the front of the mat on the right side. Left foot to the left side. And then slowly releasing the hips down, coming into Malasana. So keeping the hands on the mat, maybe gently rocking from side to side here, just to find that space for the hips. If you find that a bit tricky, you can always bring some blocks underneath your heels. And widening the feet a little bit might help as well. Hands in prayer pose here whenever you're ready. Back is nice and straight. On the next exhale, releasing the hands towards the mat. So if your heels are supported by the blocks, your hands might not touch the floor, and that's fine. Inhale, opening to the right, right arm up. Exhale, hands back to the front. Inhale, opening to the left, left arm goes up. Exhale, back to the front. Inhale, opening to the right, right arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale to the left, left arm up. Exhale, back down. Removing the blocks if you were using blocks. Hands on the mat. Inhale, lifting the hips, stepping the feet to the back of the mat. Back into downward facing dog. 1 or 2 breaths here. Exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhale, either jumping or stepping the feet to the front of the mat, coming into halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, looking up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms to the ceiling, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Bend the knees if you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat, feet to the back of the mat, high plank. On the next exhale, you can bring the knees down first and then lowering the rest of the body in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking ahead. Exhale, back onto all 4. Inhale, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. 1 or 2 breaths here. Exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhale, step or jump the feet to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, looking up. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips, going all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat, stepping the feet to the back of the mat, high plank. 1 or 2 breaths here. On the next exhale, you always have the options to bring the knees down first, and then lowering yourself down in one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking ahead. Exhale, back onto all 4. Bring a block underneath the head. Big toes together, widening the knees, and slowly releasing back down, child's pose. Nice long breath here. Allowing the breath to calm down and come back to normal pace. Once again, taking a moment to notice any sensations happening in the body. On the next inhale, lifting the chest, coming back seated on the heels. Maybe adding a bit of motion of the shoulders here. And when you're ready on the next inhale, bringing the right arm bent in front of you. Exhale, wrapping the left one underneath and around, finding eagle arms. Nice long breath here. Just breathing through the stretch. And on the next exhale, release the arms. Ready for the other side. Inhale, left arm lifted, bent in front of you. Wrapping the right one underneath and around, eagle arms on the other side. And spending the next few breaths here. Exhale, release the arms, add a little bit of movement of the arms. Now leaning back a little bit,
Bringing the hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the body. On the next inhale, lifting the chest towards the ceiling, squeezing the shoulder blades together, stretching the arms, and allowing the head to roll back. Nice long breath. On the next inhale, slowly coming back up, release the arms, adding a little bit of motion, circling the wrists, opening, closing the hands, moving the arms, and then coming back onto all four, tapping the back of the feet on the ground just to release the toes, and then crossing the lower part of the legs and rolling back, coming to seated position, stretching the legs in front of you, maybe lifting the flesh of the sitting bone here. And when you're ready, legs together, really active, front top of the legs, really active, flexing the feet towards you. You can use a strap if you want to use a strap. And then from here, before we do anything, bringing the arms on either side of the body, like two pillars, navel sucked in, chin slightly to the chest, creating length in the back. Noticing once again the energy traveling from the tiptoes all the way through the legs. And then carry on the journey, going up the chest, up the back, up the spine, through the neck, finishing at the top of the head. Dandasana. On the next inhale, lifting the arms to the ceiling, so holding on to the strap if you're using a strap. Exhale, folding forward, first bringing the tummy to the thighs, and then lowering the arms, so you can wrap the strap behind your feet here, holding on to the side of the strap. If you're not using a strap, hands can rest on the legs, maybe on the side. If you're quite open, maybe you can hold on to the big toes with the middle finger, index finger, and thumb. And keeping the back nice and straight. So once again, focusing on that space between the thigh and the tummy, the thighs and the tummy. Imagine you're squeezing something here, crushing something with the tummy against the thighs. Don't worry about the head going down. The chest is nice and open, so you're keeping the back nice and straight. Nice long breath here. Spending the next few breaths here. Once again, focusing on the sensation happening in the body and visualizing the energy floating, flowing through the body. Helping you squeeze that space between the tummy and the thighs. On the next inhale, slowly lifting the chest, bringing the feet together, soul to soul, close to the body, getting ourselves ready for Bandha Konasana. Butterfly pose, you can hold on, cup the feet with the hands, and imagine you're as if the feet were like a book. So with the thumb inside the sole of the feet, you're trying to open that book. And then once again, checking, navel is sucked in, chin slightly to the chest, shoulders rolled away from the body, from the here, sorry. So shoulders rolled to the back. Once again, creating that length in the back. Visualizing that energy traveling from the floor through the sacrum, traveling up the spine, lifting you, lengthening the spine as if you are growing taller. You can stay here for a few breaths, or if you want, on the next exhale, slowly folding forward, hinging at the crease of the hips. So not running up the back, keeping the back nice and straight, and only going as far down as your body will allow, while keeping the back nice and straight. Maybe your elbows will find the contact with the legs, pushing the knees a little bit more towards the floor. Nice long breath.
And on the next inhale, slowly bringing the chest back up, stepping the feet a little bit further out, keeping the same shape, so feet sole to sole, creating a diamond shape with the legs. First of all, lifting the back, lifting the shoulders, creating length. Inhale, exhale, folding forward, aiming to bring the head towards the feet, cupping the feet with the hands, but this time allowing your back to round up, allowing the spine to take its natural curve. Nice long breath here. Making sure there's no tension in the neck or in the shoulders, so maybe gently rocking from side to side, just to make sure, and then settling back down in the center. Closing the eyes. Allowing the breath to gently come back to its natural pace. And noticing any sensation happening through the back, through the lower back, through the hips, maybe through the side of the thighs, maybe through the knees and the shoulders. And on the next inhale, slowly bringing the chest back up, helping the knees up, releasing the legs, giving the legs a little tap here, and getting ourselves ready for Shavasana. So if you need to do anything now, maybe you want to bring a blanket, put the jumper on, grab some socks, whatever you need to do that now. And then slowly coming back down onto the mat, lying on the back. Making sure you're nice and comfortable. Removing any ponytails if you've got long hair. Legs a little bit apart, feet flopping to the side. Arms stretch out to the side, palms facing up. Maybe gently rocking the head from side to side to find that neutral position for the neck. Closing the eyes. Taking one big inhale through the nose and releasing a big sigh through the mouth. Releasing any tension from anywhere in the body. Releasing tension from the face, the forehead, the jaws, the neck. Releasing tension from the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the back, the hips. Releasing tension from the chest, the arms, the hands, the stomach. Releasing any tension from the legs, the knees, the ankles, the toes. Allowing the body to feel heavier and heavier. Sinking into the mat a little bit deeper and deeper with each breath, as if becoming one with the floor. Gently supported by Mother Earth, knowing it's safe here, no risk to fall anywhere. Observing if any thoughts are still coming to the mind, and without any judgments, just allowing those thoughts to simply roll away, just like clouds in the sky being pushed away by the wind, revealing the blue sky behind, the constant, your inner peace, allowing you to simply be.
Now slowly bringing the awareness back to the breath. Starting to wiggle the toes, the fingers, gently bringing movement back into the body. Bending the legs, and then lifting the knees to the chest, holding on to the knees, and slowly rocking from side to side. Coming to rest onto one side, head supported by the hands, knees to the chest. Eyes are still closed. Just taking one final moment before reconnecting with the rest of the day. And when you're ready, no rush, slowly pushing yourself back up, back to seated position, cross-legged, and ready to close the class with an Om. Inhale. Bringing the hands in prayer pose to the forehead, may our thoughts be filled with kindness and compassion. Bringing the hands to the mouth, may our words be filled with kindness and compassion. And finally, bringing the hands to the heart, may our action be filled with kindness and compassion. Thank you so much for joining.